Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here. Oh, somebody's been playing with my desk. Somebody's been playing with my desk because I see my Super Bowl trophies have been moved. Rashid, you been playing with my Super Bowl trophies here? Huh? And it's a little.
Remember, we had a power outage.
A power outage, so
the football failed.
Okay.
And it might have moved with people trying to get
Okay.
around.
All right. So the lights went out and you came over and played with the Cowboys Super Bowl trophies. Is that what? Okay. All right. Good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know, it's crazy because I haven't been here. I've been working on the Red Brick House, although we're getting that set up so we can go ahead and keep up with the news there. We can definitely keep up with Philly 500 and all of the Dallas Cowboy trash talking that he does and everything else, as well as the Cowboys in this. Oh, my goodness. Tonight, game time. Game time will be here. Game time will be here, and tomorrow we will be driving out to Canton, Ohio for the first preseason game. We know we ain't seen anybody who's going to make the roster. We know that, but it's okay because it's actually football on the field, and we will be seeing DeMarcus Ware and Chuck Howley inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And, of course, we're going to have to suffer through all of those Eagle players and listen to their speeches as they're being inducted because they literally are the greatest team in all of history, according to Philly 500. Wait, you mean there's none of them being inducted this year? Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought for sure there'd be more Eagles inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That storied franchise, that cornerstone foundation, that Eagle-Steeler team that had to merge, that three-time world championship team when there were only 10 teams. Those guys, you're telling me there's no Hall of Famers being inducted in that team? I can't believe it.
Eagle was even inducted.
Harold Carmichael, when there were 3 Cowboys being inducted that day. But be that as it may, you know, this is not about the Eagles. We're talking about practice now, and we got some fighting going on in Cowboy land here. Dak Prescott told to shut his bitch ass up, and not by Eagle fans. What? And Dak responds by throwing the football to him. I know Eagle fans will say, look, he's trying to throw another interception. Look. Let's turn it up again so you can hear it. I think here's my thing on this. I noticed that Dak Prescott's in the end zone. He's in the end zone, so I think that the Cowboys scored a touchdown there, and Diggs was kind of upset about it, okay? I think that may be the case. And it's funny because as I listen to the Eagle trolls that are out there that are literally practice play watching every single play. Now, I know that they don't cover your team like they do the Cowboys. The Cowboys are the great open society where we talk about practice. We show practice. You can go to practice and you can see them practicing, okay? And we will focus in on Dak Prescott with the bad pass. He had a bad pass. There's an interception, but then they don't talk about the 12 touchdown passes in the red zone when they were doing those drills. They don't talk about those things. But I dare say, I love this. I'm not sure who came up with this one. Damn Gina shared it with me last night.
Da-da-dun, da-da-dun.
Damn, Gina.
But it's funny because you guys know more about the Dallas Cowboys than your own damn team. You watch every single thing that the Dallas Cowboys do. I mean, the fact that Philly 500 is sitting here looking at one play where Mozzie Smith is double teamed and you're already listing him as a bust, but yet you take one play of Jordan Davis going in against what looks like a little kid who has the worst technique where his legs are just like bent out sideways. He's not even working his feet and swears that makes him a Hall of Famer. So I guess I'll be seeing him inducted tomorrow, right? Jordan Davis will be inducted tomorrow, right, Philly? Because that's the way you guys literally are. Now, today, friends, the Cowboys are off, okay? Or at least they're not practicing, okay? This is the kinder, gentler NFL that I just don't understand. See, I understand when we got into from helmets to pads, we had a morning practice, then we had a special team practice. That was in pads too, in the afternoon. And then we'd have another full practice in the evening. And we would do that every day. I don't understand this. 2 padded practices. Johnny needs time off. But that's the way it works. This is a whole generation that doesn't understand 2-a-day practices. They don't understand that sliminess of the shoulder pads when you put them on in that afternoon practice and the stench. That's my pads. That's real work. That's real manly. They don't understand that. Anyway, Jerry Jones never one to mince words and things, kind of put the NFC East on blast and maybe actually kind of put it out there for his team that they better be ready for them boys. Let's listen to ESPN and see their spin on it this morning.
The Cowboys enter another season with high expectations. Dak and the Cowboys coming off a second consecutive 12-win season and will look to make their first Super Bowl since 1996. Oh, and Jerry Jones has a message for the NFC East. He tells the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, I will say that Philadelphia, and you will the Giants and Washington team, they need to be on their game because we're going to be on our game, and we will be improved over last year. Oh, the gift that keeps on
You
giving.
know them Giants and Eagles, they better be prepared because
Hello,
we them
fellas. How are we
boys.
doing? So let's start with you, Jeff Darlington. Your reaction to Jerry Jones's comments.
I love it. I'm fine with it. He is the most entertaining owner in football and perhaps all of sports. He knows exactly what he's doing when he's doing this. It's all about the drama. It's all about the storylines. Yes, the NFC East is the most overrated division in all of sports. No, the Dallas Cowboys are not in position to be in first place in it. Basically, everything he says, I don't necessarily believe, but I do love it because it means football's around the corner. I love Jerry Jones. I love everything he says. I am totally fine with it.
Lewis, you're shaking your head. So am I.
I mean, hey man. I mean, what else do you expect from Jerry? Look, Jerry gets it. It's more than just about football when the games are played. There's the lead up to the game being played. There's the engagement with the fan base, getting people excited, raising expectations, raising hope, putting pressure on his football team, quite honestly, to say, hey, look, and in particular, the guy on your screen, Dak Prescott, you can't have a repeat of what you had in San Francisco when our season ended last year. You can't be turning the football over like that. We're supposed to be better. We're supposed to be better on offense. We got you another wide receiver.
Yeah, I agree. I have to agree with that one.
Be healthy for the entire season because he's going to have to carry the load. Zach Martin, we'll get that figured out.
We better get it figured out.
We have a Defensive Player of the Year type player right here.
You sure do, and Micah Parsons, a.k.a. LT.
You know, in the future. Yeah, he is raising expectations, but I will say this about the NFC East. I don't believe it's the most overrated division anymore, simply because I think over the past 2 to 3 years, let's just say over the past 2 years in particular, and with the Giants starting with last year with the changeover in terms of regime, this division is legit. Washington is legit.
No,
they
that
will get
is fair,
going offensively, and defensively, they're one of the very best. So let's just see how this all pans out.
Yeah, and again, you know, the one thing that Dallas doesn't need is attention. They certainly get it. Any added attention might be considered a bit of a distraction. So, Mike T, from a team perspective, how do you view these types of comments? Jerry's coming from a good place. He just wants to get that. You know, he feels good about his team. But if you're in that front office or if you're in that within the walls there in Dallas, how are you feeling about these comments?
I don't like it. There's a time and a place for an owner to talk. You know, you're going to retain Mike McCarthy. You're going to fire Kellen Moore. Then, you know, have at it. But we don't see Jeff Lurie out there talking about how good Jalen Hurts is right now. And Philadelphia arguably may have the better team. Now, I do think Dallas actually got better. Well, I'm just telling you, like, they don't need any more of this pressure from their owner. They know what the expectations are. They have a star on the side of the house. Now, I actually do think they got better, guys. When you think about adding Brandon Cooks, who's 29 years old and can stretch the field, and Stephon Gilmore, who should be a really good corner opposite Trayvon Diggs. So to me, this is a team that got better. And to Lewis's point, this is going to be a really fun division. I think Washington is definitely better, and I think Philadelphia and Dallas will be going back and forth all season long.
Wait a minute. All right, Darlington, you're shaking your head. You're booing Mike T. You're all about the WWE of all this, aren't you?
Yeah, Mike, you're not a GM anymore, man. You're on TV. Let's go. What are you talking about? This isn't boring. What are we doing? Let's have some fun. It's about football. Jeffrey Lurie wouldn't do that. Who cares? Jeffrey Lurie's a wonderful guy. Boring owner. Jerry Jones magnifying the entire NFL. Come on, Mike T.
You know what, though? You know what I'll say? I'll say this to piggyback that.
Okay.
Look, I think it's quite honestly, I think it's okay for Jerry to ramp up expectations and put some pressure on his football team. We put pressure on the football team.
Lord knows you do.
Expectation is this year. Dak in particular knows I can't have double-digit interceptions. We can't keep having these kind of playoff exits. We can't keep not making the playoffs. We can't keep not getting to at least the NFC title game and getting back to the Super Bowl. There's a tremendous history with this football team. A tremendous history that, quite honestly, in the recent past, has not been as glorious as it used to be in the early 90s.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
Steamrolling everyone. So you know what? I'm quite honestly, look, you know, all joking aside, I'm fine with him doing this. As a matter of fact, they need this kind of thing. Mike McCarthy needs this kind of kick in the rear end because this football team better deliver.
My favorite quote from Jerry Jones is sometimes we play this. It's a lot of times that sound you hear across Texas, that's me up late at night trying to figure out ways that we can win a Super Bowl. Like, he is obsessed with it. He'll keep talking about it. And I'm with Jeff. We love it. But if you're in Dallas, you're like, Jerry, please not now. All right, we got to shift.
You know, Jerry Jones is always great for a quote.
I think that's a part of leadership, is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody involved. For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years. And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory holes.
I want me some glory holes. That's right. And for me,
so I have that perspective.
You know, I'm not going to go full eagle. Okay, I'm not going to go full eagle out there like the Eagles, who are, you know, swearing that they are better than everybody in every single position. That, you know, that it's already decided that they're going to the Super Bowl and it's going to be a blowout. I'm not saying that my team is going to the Super Bowl. What I will say is, when I look at my team right now, I see Micah Parsons being unstoppable and literally looking like a demon and a man possessed. Unblockable. Lawrence Taylor-esque, so I can trigger Rashid over there. If you could see the look that you know Micah Parsons has more sacks in his first 2 years than LT did.
DT, he's not. Get to Derek Thomas's level. Then we can jump to the next level.
He's a game changer. Can we agree on that one? Can we agree on that one? Okay. You have a leader on this defense that is headed in the right direction, going into his third year where he's really figuring it out. And we've gotten better weapons. We have more speed. I'm going to say, to me, this is how big the difference is right now. This time, 1 year ago, yesterday, we were excited about the Cowboys signing Anthony Barr to come on our defense. Anthony Barr. Not that he was a bad player, but he was coming off of a knee injury. We were excited about having that guy. That's how bare the cupboards were. We looked at CeeDee Lamb last year, and we questioned whether or not he could be the number one coming out of the shadows of Amari Cooper. We looked at CeeDee Lamb and a couple of guys at wide receiver. We were excited about Vasher elevating in the corner of the end zone and said, maybe we got Odell Beckham Jr. on the roster. We were hoping for those guys. We were swearing that Jalen Tolbert, a third-round draft pick, was going to be able to step in and be great. That's how far this team has come, where we look at this and see the speed of Brandon Cooks. We see Michael Gallup actually healthy. We actually hear good things about the offense and how the guys are excited about it. We see that they're speeding up the offense with Dak Prescott being able to call more of his own shots, as opposed to the bull-jiggity that we used to get with Kellen Moore. Now, we're going to find out about Kellen Moore because, Justin Herbert, of course, is miles better than Dak Prescott, according to the experts, even though he's yet to win a playoff game at all. The measurement that's always been for Dak Prescott. He's got Kellen Moore, and we'll see if that offense ends up being the number one offense in football, because he's got the guy. He's got the legitimate quarterback as opposed to the garbage one, as everybody says, with Dak Prescott. I'm ready to get this season going. I'm happy to look down here and see 36 days, 10 hours, 46 minutes away from kickoff of the 2023 season, and I'm ready to get it on. As always, I appreciate you guys, and I'm going to go mess with Rashid over here.
Please don't.
Our folks here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is